Yo, what is up, Brez? It is your boy Guppy Boy 9 Thizzy, and I am back at y'all with another video review. And Brez, today is officially one of my first domestic action figure reviews that we are doing. Today, we are taking a look at not only my first domestic action figure review, but we are taking a look at one of my favorite superheroes and what is one of my top comic book waifus of all time. And that is Wonder Woman by the Mcfarlane toy line. And Brez, Brez, Brez. I ain't even finna lie to y'all. This figure is dope. It looks cool, but there is a couple things that we got to talk about. Now, I know this is mostly an anime waifu action figure review channel, but today we got to show love to our comic book queens. And to me, Wonder Woman, I feel like this figure overall deserves that review because I just got her in and I wanted to talk about it. Now, with that being said, Brez, enough of me rambling on. Let's get into the review. Okay, starting off, let's just take a real good look at this figure. And as y'all can see, I ain't gonna lie, this is the figure. It looks good, but at the same time, you got to keep in mind that this is a Mcfarlane. So it looks good, but there is some things about it that is kind of eh. But at the same time, this figure is still beautiful. This is, yo, for as many Wonder Womans as it took them to make, and I swear they done gave us damn near every version of Wonder Woman except for a classic Wonder Woman. I ain't even a lot of y'all. It's actually worth the wait. This is actually probably going to be everybody's definitive Wonder Woman until we get to the next review. But as far as an actual good posable Wonder Woman, this is the Wonder Woman. And Brez, if you want her, you better go get her now because she is dang near going to be, this is going to be rare. It's going to be a rare figure. So if you want this figure, stop, pause, go see where you can find it and get it. And I would review her alternate color version, but that shit is a lot more expensive. Excuse my language. But yeah, like she's even more expensive. She's like, this is like $29.99. I ended up spending a little bit more for it. But I know the alternate color is $39.99. But hey, we're going to look at this one. So, yeah, as you can see, let's get a good look at the detail on this. Like, bruh, when I tell you everything about this figure screams death by snoo snoo, bruh, it literally screams death by snoo snoo. Just look at the thickness on that ass and look at those legs. Mcfarlane has finally given us a good Wonder Woman. Now, I do have some nitpicks, and my nitpicks is going to pretty much be getting into her accessories. So let's pull her back here and pull out her accessories. Now, what should I start with first? Let's start off with this beautiful shield. Pretty cool shield, as y'all can see. That's the front. That's the back. And it goes on her quite easily. Just slide it on her arm. And what's another one? We have, and this is where the nitpicks are gonna come in at. We have a really cool battle axe here, as y'all can see. So, right there. We have a really cool battle axe well, because Wonder Woman, she uses battle axes. And we have a really cool Amazonian sword. Not my favorite sword for Wonder Woman to use, but I mean, hey, I prefer her to have the sword with the, like with the eagle on it, the eagle for the guard. But hey, I'll take it. Then we have the lasso, the lasso of BDSM, the lasso of seduction, the lasso of everything of what it's not really modernly supposed to be. Yeah. So we have her lasso of truth here, which they gave us actual golden strings, like an actual golden string or something like that, whatever it's made out of. But honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. This is actually as cool as it is. I appreciate it being like an actual string, but I would have rather it been like bendy wire because it's not no bendy wire. It's literally just a string. But hopefully, if we get a Mafex, hopefully Mafex goes the extra mile and give us like a lasso of truth, but one that's like bendy wire, like that has like bendy wire in it, that actually can do like some actual lasso of truth things. Because I mean, honestly, mine has tape wrapped around it. I'm not gonna untape it. I'm really just gonna leave it like so because she ain't finna be able to use this for anything in any type of poses or anything like that. Cause it's not gonna be, and as you can see, I'm having trouble right there. So yeah, it's probably best just to put tape around it and just leave it on her waist because that's it looks better that way. Now, this wouldn't be a Mcfarlane figure if we didn't get to the goddamn hands. Now, usually, as we all know, Mcfarlane, I gotta, and I had to fix it for that, like for this. Now, usually, as y'all can see, I'm gonna do it like this. As y'all can see, she has open display hands, two of them, and she also comes with two fists. Now, as we all know, Mcfarlane normally gives us the trigger, like the trigger finger hands on every figure that they release. I swear, like every Batman, every Superman, every Green Lantern, every Flash, every Wonder Woman, they have these BS trigger finger hands that they've been releasing on their figures since they had the Fortnite line. And for those of y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, that is these atrocious shits right here. Yeah, I dropped one. Where did it go? Okay, there it is right there. Sorry about that, Brez. Gotta pick that up. Right there. Yeah, dropped it on the floor. Luckily, I was able to find it. That it will be these atrocious shits right here. And man, these are just, not only are these just some ugly hands, but bruh, he makes the weapons with these thick hand guards. Like no pun intended. Like the handle of this sword is real thick. Same for this axe. You give us trigger finger hands on a damn near a 30 something dollar figure, and if you get the alternate version, it's gonna be a $40 figure, which he's finna start making some of his exclusives $40, because $39.99. I mean, you add the tax, it's gonna be like $40+. And God forbid if you buy it offline. So hey, yeah, I can't even like. Okay, these hands are so atrocious. Not only are they just atrocious, you can't really even fit the sword in the hand. You can get it in there, but it's like it won't. It's not gonna fit right. It's not gonna. She's not gonna hold it how it needs to be held. Like, look at this. And that's what's so atrocious about. That's the number. Like one of my nitpicks about Mcfarlane. Which granted, his figures has always like the price of his figures have always been like 19.99. But it's like, bro, if you finna start doing like collector's editions and you finna start charging folks like money for this, bro, you finna have to give us like you finna have to come on with it then. Like I appreciate you gave us extra hands, like the open hands, those are beautiful. The fist hands, those are beautiful. But man, you gotta retire these trigger finger hands. Give us actual sword holding hands to where she could grip her sword and it looks like she's actually gripping a sword instead of getting ready to go spin the block on some people, bruh. Hit the camera a little bit. Yeah. Now with that being said, that's it for her accessories. And that was my little rant for her accessories. Now let's move into articulation. Okay, now getting into her articulation. Brez, I'm not gonna lie, Mcfarlane actually knocked it out the park with this one. Like, especially with just this figure. The first time we get a classic Wonder Woman figure, articulation wise, she can actually articulate like an actual figure. Now you get her head on the ball joint, and she can move all around, but due to hair is going to be limited, which that's going to be on all action figures, mainly female figures to be specific. She gets butterfly joints. She can reach that far right there, back that far right there. Her arms are kind of loose, and like this thing right here does kind of float around a little bit, but it's okay. She can still hold a pose. You can get her in poses. Now I will say she does got bicep swivel right here, but it's damn near pretty much non-existent. Like, yeah, it's pretty much damn near non-existent because you can barely rotate it that good, but it's still there. You get the double jointed arms, which is beautiful. Mcfarlane been doing that from the jump. That's one thing I can say I love about them. They gave their female figures double jointed arms from the jump. You get ball pegs at the wrist right here, which is beautiful. Super beautiful. She doesn't really have a diaphragm joint. She has the one solid torso that goes all the way down into the waist, and she just bends back that much, as y'all can see right off in there. She goes back that far, and don't really go. She don't got no ab crunch, so that's kind of a fail. But matter of fact, yeah, no, that is a fail. They could have added a diaphragm joint to give us an extra ab crunch there. So, but at the same time, I think they was going for more of a beautiful aesthetic look to like have it look pleasing to the eyes instead of worried about her being able to like get like upper articulation, which let's be real, you ain't finna be doing much super dynamic posing with any Mcfarlane figures to begin with. But you can still pose with this figure. She got better articulation than the majority of every other Mcfarlane figure that I've seen and have owned. So yeah, her leg can go up, damn, that much. She can actually kick her legs out. Now, when it comes to the floating crotch pieces, that it will paint rub right there. So yeah, be wary of that because that could possibly chip and cause paint rubbing in the future and stuff like that, and possibly start to break down and tear. But yeah, you can kick out that much, but if you leave the leg like that, it will probably warp this right here. So yeah, look out for that. But you still get good range. You get the splits like that. As you can see, super splits. She kicks back all the way. She still got them amazing, beautiful Wonder Woman cheeks. She can have her legs. She can sit down like that. And she gets double jointed knees. So, like I said, she is super posable. This is, like I said, this is actually going to be your definitive Wonder Woman until like Mafex gives us one. And she has ankle rocker, which they did something beautiful with their with their with their ankle joints or their ankle rockers. They pretty much took a ball peg and then they mushed it and made it kind of to where it blends in. It doesn't look like a joint. It blends in to where you don't really notice it. It's like it's still a part of the leg, and it's not round and nothing like that. And you can get your ankle pivot, and if you go all the way down to the bottom of the Yeezy boots, you get your toe articulation, which is beautiful. And that brings me to my other nitpick. Yo, why the hell does she got on Yeezy boots, bruh? Now I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Wonder Woman is an Amazonian warrior, bruh. She's supposed to be stomping, bro. She's supposed to be stomping people out in like high heeled Amazon boots, like Amazon boots and stuff like that. She's not going to be stomping people out. She's not attending a Kanye West a Kanye West fashion show. Like that's the only kind of that was my only real big nitpick about this figure. Everything on this figure looks beautiful until you get to the legs, and the boots still look beautiful. But it's like you got this beautiful metallic red up here at the like in the torso. Then you got this flat red right here. And then it's like when you get to the feet, it's like she got on a pair of Yeezys. Like she's like she's literally finna go attend like a Yeezy fashion show. And it's like, bruh, like this ain't something Wonder Woman would wear. I mean, I'm pretty sure like it's still a pretty cool design. Like it'll look cool on the Flash. Like if you was to take this shoe, like take this foot off of Wonder Woman and you was to put this on the Flash, this would look pretty goddamn cool. Like this look pretty goddamn cool. But this is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman ain't showing up to no battle in some Yeezy boots, bruh. She's showing up in some Amazonian high-heeled like boots with high heels to where she's finna stomp you out in. But other than that, that's really my only nitpick. But other than that, bro, this is still a beautiful figure. That's really the only nitpick. Now, with that being said, let's move on to some size comparison. Now, getting into size comparisons, it's only right that we start the size comparisons off with some other Wonder Womans that we have received in the past. So here she is next to the DC Icons 12. I want to say it was what, a 7-pack? Basically, here she is next to the DC Icons Wonder Woman that we got in the Justice League pack in the past, which is still a beautiful figure and still kind of holds up to today, unless you want to get into the paint chipping and stuff like that. But other than that, this figure still holds up. It's still a beautiful figure. Here she is next to DC's designer series Bombshell Wonder Woman, which is still a beautiful figure, and it's still, like I said, it still holds up to today. Like this is actually still a beautiful Wonder Woman figure. Now, moving these two queens to the side, here she is next to her arch enemy that we all know and love, or who I know and love because I will clap her cheeks. Yeah, don't judge me. I'm not a furry. But yeah, here she is next to Cheetah. And here she is next to another sexy Amazonian, well, not Amazonian, but barbarian badass, Red Sonja by Loose Collectors and Brass. If you want to put her up against Cheetah, I'm going to just tell you right now, you might as well wait for Mcfarlane, which hopefully Mcfarlane gives us a Cheetah figure, because looking at how great this Wonder Woman is, I already know that Cheetah is going to be magnificent. Now, I don't know how good the posability will be on it compared to the DC Essentials, but hopefully, Mcfarlane, give us a Cheetah figure. We need a Cheetah to go with our Wonder Woman. But other than that, man, let's move her out the way. Now it's time to bring in the competition. Here she is next to the better Wonder Woman, aka Power Princess, and Brez. Brez. This is a beauty. Also, I got more Marvel Legends in here just in case you want to see it. Here she is next to a Marvel Legends Spider Woman. And yeah, she's towering over everybody. So yeah, like you not really finna be able to do anything with this Wonder Woman, like putting her up against your cheetahs or anything like that. I would put my Mafex Superman next to her to see how she scaled up against the Dark Knight Returns Superman, but I still feel like she would still be taller than him. And honestly, unless you just want a big Barda Wonder Woman to just tower over everybody, you're pretty much gonna have to commit to the. You either gonna have to have this just on a shelf as a your definitive Wonder Woman decoration action figure to just walk by and look at, or you're gonna have to commit to the Mcfarlane line and get your actual Mcfarlane Batman and Superman, which the majority of them shits ain't really all that good. But hey, I'm not finna get into that. But yeah, but hey, this is a beautiful figure, man. But like I said, yo, McFarlane, make this happen, please. Also, while we at this, like, bro, make this happen. But I want an injustice, yo. I want an injustice Wonder Woman and an injustice Cheetah. Since we on this topic, and I want a Black Canary. So yeah, McFarlane, make that happen. Here she is next to uh let's bring a Marvel Legends male in so we can see how she scale against a male character. So I got Maggot in right here, and pretty much I ain't gonna lie to you. This is how tall the Mafex Superman Dark Knight Return Superman would be. So if Maggot is standing around this close to her and she's a tad bit a little bit more taller, I can honestly say you might be able to fudge it in because this is about to, like, this is a Marvel Legends male. And hold on, I'll bring in because I got another one. So both of these guys right here kind of share the same. They share the same height as the Dark Knight Return Mafex Superman and the same build. So the scroll is a scroll. Matter of fact, no. Yeah, you can kind of use this in as a Batman, a Mafex Superman, and a Mafex Batman. If you were to get the the latest Dark Knight Returns Batman and probably get you like a custom head to put on there, like a like a custom head to put on that, or and get you like the Dark Knight Returns Superman, you from Mafex, you could actually kind of fudge her in with them. So I was gonna say you're not necessarily gonna be able to fit her in with those guys, but looking at how she's scaling with these Marvel Legends dudes, I mean, hey, Wonder Woman is an Amazonian, which means she is a big bitch. Excuse my language. She's tall as hell. So she will be. I always picture Wonder Woman being like super tall, like 6 foot. She is like a 6 foot tall character. So yeah, you can kind of make this work if you got the Mafex Hush Batman or the Nightfall Batman, whichever Batman from Mafex you're gonna make your definitive Batman. And if you get the Hush Superman, probably ain't gonna work, but I know for a fact the Dark Knight Returns Superman, to me, that is the best definitive Superman to have as a Superman figure. I would put him and probably either Nightfall Batman or Hush Batman. Really, I would honestly probably go like Dark Knight Returns, the new one that's about to come out. But hey, I'd take Hush Batman, put them next together, like next to each other, and that would actually be like the best definitive line of a Superman, a Wonder Woman, and a Batman to have. So yeah, she would actually go quite well with them, because just by looking at these guys, because yeah, this will actually work. So yeah, you can kind of fudge her in with your Marvel Legends and your Mafex Batman and Superman as a really tall characters, because I always pictured Wonder Woman being tall as hell. So with that being said, Brez, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you think about this figure in the comment section below. What is your favorite superhero? And what other domestic figures would you like me to review? But I'm already gonna let y'all know we got two of them on the way. This is also finna come. So we're gonna discuss this. But with that being said, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I am about to return to the Guppyverse. I love you, Brez.